Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you, depending on where you are listening, what time it is, wherever you are listening to us from. I am Francois T, and welcome to the S Impromptu Live Chat. It has been a long time since we've done one of these. It's great to be back. Before we go any further, I want to welcome my fellow guest speaker, fellow regular, I should say. Oh, you're certainly not a guest anymore. You're definitely a regular. Welcome, Sarah. Great to have you with us once more.
Hey, homies. Just quickly before you go ahead, guys, can you just let me know if my sound is all right? It kind of, I usually sound fine on our end, but then I sound a bit weird in the chat. So hopefully you guys can hear me properly.
Yeah, definitely let us know if there's any audio issues. I've actually got a fan going on in the background because it was 33 today in Melbourne, and that is Celsius, so it was quite warm.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, definitely let us know. So we've got a few people in the room, which is quite lovely.
Hi, people.
Sorry, people. We've been getting back to some of your questions already, which is good. And so President A asking about stamps. It's very interesting. Sarah.
Mail in the, to people, and I answered those questions for him.
You did well. Tori's asking me if I remember the reading that I did for her, the one about the surprise. You can, sorry, just a moment. That you can't tell me about since we're over, right? Will you tell me? You can tell me what the surprise is, Tori, but I will say that I wasn't exactly told what the surprise was. I was told that it was a surprise. So, but you can certainly tell me what it was. I'd love to hear. And Gemma's joining us as well. Hello, Gemma. Gemma says, "Hey, Uncle Francois," and "Hey, Sarah."
Oh.
And President says that he can hear you. So that's
President A.
So, guys, I'm just going to rehash the two rules that we have here at the FNS Impromptu Live Chats. If there's something you would like to discuss, comment below and let us know. And if there's nothing that you guys have for us to discuss, we're just going to ramble on.
Yeah, pretty much, guys, that's the point of these chats. We like to call it the rambly ramble chat. Well, I like to call it that.
I agree with that, but yes.
Ramble chats, so we like to ramble.
Absolutely. So if there's anything you want to talk about, let us know. Otherwise, we are just going to ramble on and on.
And on.
And on. Exactly. Oh, and Gemma can hear you as well, Sarah, so that's good.
Thanks for letting me know, Gemma. That's good. I'm glad you can hear me.
So, what do we start rambling about while we wait? Well, I want to very quickly talk about our show. It's coming up very soon. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Are you counting down the days over there?
Oh, and every day, guys, I've been seeing well, should you tell them what the show is in case they're
No,
not?
I didn't, sorry.
know by now, but let them know.
Yeah. So it's the Real Housewives of Melbourne. So excited.
Is anyone surprised then?
Yeah, true.
Every day on Facebook, I've been tagging Francois in Real Housewives of Melbourne promo little videos and being like, Francois, watch it.
So
really
good. It's like getting a little early Christmas present in the form of a video. Seriously. Every day I'll wake up to a tagging or I'll get one during the day about Real Housewives, and it's very exciting.
I don't even know if you have that page added. So I'm like, maybe he sees them himself, but I'm going to tag him in it anyway.
I'm glad you do, because I don't know if I have it added or not either, but it's not coming up for me. So.
Oh, it's all right. I got your back.
You do. Thank you so much.
Melbourne needs, don't worry.
Very good. And so the biggest news to come of all these, because there were a lot of very interesting videos, but I want to talk about the last one. We've got an ad for it. We have a preview now.
Yeah, like it.
Yeah, very interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how everyone responds to Venus and what's her name, Venus?
Yeah, Venus and
okay. And Sally.
I don't know the last name though, but Venus and Sally.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because in the preview she says her name very, like, it just rolls off the tongue, which you would expect for anyone with their own name. But it's like,
Yeah.
I'm glad you can say it, honey. I'll let you say it.
What is with her bloody eyes? Is she wearing contacts, and why? Because they are freaky.
I have no idea. The first time you showed me, I thought she was a vampire. I was like, oh my god, she looks like a vampire. So I don't know.
She's not pretty because I think she's quite a beautiful woman, but her eyes are just freaky because she's like I don't even know what nationality she is, but she's got darker
But
skin.
those eyes, like, they just don't seem real.
Bright silver looking eye contacts or something.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure they're contacts, because if that's real, then, yeah, wow.
I'm sure I saw a photo of her or maybe her sister or something, and
Mhm.
dark brown eyes. So I'm assuming she puts in contacts, and that's not even really a natural color because they don't look natural.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's probably what it is. Just President A quickly saying, I honestly don't watch reality TV if I can help it, but no problem with people who do. Awesome, President A. I am a...
Has their
Hmm?
preferences. Everyone has their preferences.
That's right. I'm a massive fan of reality shows, particularly like reality game shows for me, like Survivor. I understand that there are people out there that don't necessarily like reality TV. But yeah, if there's something you guys want us to talk about, let us know. But otherwise, I think Sarah and I are content to talk about Real Housewives.
But the thing is that with the show, regardless, because I don't like reality that much either. It depends on the show.
Yeah.
But this show is just funny. Like, every now and then you kind of just need a show that's really laid back and silly, and you kind of just want to get immersed in the weird little drama that goes on down there.
Yeah.
Women. And like, it's just funny to me. It's just really interesting because it's funny.
No,
That's why.
exactly.
So I mean, like, a lot of people. I mean, not that you are President A, definitely not. But like, there are a lot of people that bag on reality TV, and I understand why. But like, I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
It's serious.
I can't help but get wrapped up in like the excitement of reality TV. I don't watch a lot of it, but the shows that I do watch, like Real Housewives or Survivor or whatever, you get to those intense moments, like, oh my god, yeah, it's like, I just find it really exciting. Um, but yeah, so definitely looking forward to seeing what's going to happen there. So my question to you is, well, I've got a few of them actually, but do you think there's going to be a massive change now that we don't have Chica and Petty Fleur
Yes.
anymore?
Not so much Petty Fleur. I mean, she was just crazy. I think though, because Chica was always like the peacemaker in situations.
Yep.
I feel like there's no one else in the group that's really. I mean, I don't know. Maybe one of the new girls might be, but like, I just feel
Yeah.
like it's like no one like Chica who was really the peacemaker that was like, okay, girls, settle down. Come on, have fun. Like, being a bit crazy.
Yep.
Like, I think that'll change the dynamic a bit because we don't have her there, sort of
Yeah.
getting side of it.
It's interesting though that we talk about like Chica being the peacemaker, because on the flip side of things, there were rumors. Now I don't know if it's true or not, but there were rumors going around that the reason Susie is not back is because she didn't cause enough drama on the show. Now I've heard this a couple of times with Real Housewife, other shows as well. If you don't cause enough drama, they let you go. But yeah, just want to get your opinion on that.
I mean, I would personally agree that she wasn't. I don't think it's about her not causing enough drama. I think it's her not having enough presence. I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't cause drama, but she had a real presence on the show.
Yeah, that's true.
Susie kind of really faded into the background where she was like, who, like, the whole time I was like, who is this person? Like, it's kind of boring. Like, have much personality, like,
Exactly.
because that's just who she is. Maybe she's shy.
Exactly.
But yeah, like, she was a
I agree.
lovely person, but like, she just didn't have presence.
Oh yeah, no, and I'll agree with that. She definitely didn't have presence. I liked what they attempted to do with the issue with her and Lydia, but I feel like that's the one thing she had that was sort of an issue, and it was glossed over quite quickly when you consider the whole season.
Look, this show is based on, ratings based on the drama and the stuff like that. You either have
Yeah.
to have drama going on or you have to have a really strong presence.
Yeah,
You have to
true.
have something going on that makes people want to watch. Like, that's why I love Jackie. She's crazy, but she's hilarious, no?
Yeah, true. True.
And the
Very
gal,
true.
vibes. Love it.
Exactly.
We could have
Um,
our own show. We have presence, don't we?
oh, we so can. We
Aw.
do. But they would never let us go. So just quickly, President A says, I started hating reality TV shows after a friend told me what happened backstage at a Biggest Loser episode. Oh, President A, what happened?
President A, I've heard a lot because I have one of the previous Biggest Loser contendants on Facebook. And
Yep.
I have heard that a lot of the stuff that you see on the show is completely different backstage, behind the scenes on The Biggest Loser. I would say
Wow.
completely different. Like, they do push them too much.
Yep.
They do, there's weeks in between, like the weighing and everything, and sometimes
Wow.
it's like mentally not good for them, or physically, it's not physically good. So I would say that's kind of different because that's just negative. That's just like, if that's true, because this was an actual contender.
Yeah.
Maybe actually saying this stuff.
Okay.
That's not healthy. That whole atmosphere isn't healthy if that's true. So I mean, I guess that's kind of different. But I understand what you're saying, President A.
Yeah, there you go. And want to give a big shout out to our dear friend Annabelle Foster, who is joining us.
Hi,
She
Annabelle.
says, hi there, my friends. Hi, Annabelle. Good to have you here.
Yeah, it's always good.
So, yeah, exactly. That was great. I had both of you join me for the for my little vacay live video. That was a lot of fun.
Yes, that was fun. You were, and if you guys aren't joined to the Facebook group, every now and then Francois does some little live impromptu videos on there.
Yeah, definitely. I was saying it in my last video, the only video I've done since I came back, which was a how to get away with murder video. I was saying, yeah, if you join, like I tried to do it on YouTube, and I think Sarah, you may have been there for me starting to do it on YouTube. But you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, I tried to do it on YouTube, and then for some reason it didn't work. So I'm really sorry about that, guys, that it didn't work on YouTube. But yeah, if you join the Facebook group, then you'll definitely be kept up to date with everything. And if anything goes on, that's the place to be.
You started a video on YouTube, and when I went to connect, and I think Annabelle was saying, the video had said it ended, but then you did live on Facebook. I remember.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So I tried, guys. I'm sorry if you're not part of the group. I did try on YouTube, but yeah, just had some technical issues. Annabelle Foster said, it's good to have you here too, my lovely cherub. Aww. So sweet. So we have David in the room. David's asking what happens in a few days. I have no idea what happens in a few days. Oh, actually, you know what happens in a few days? Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving happens in a few days.
Yeah.
There's an answer. A big happy Thanksgiving to everyone in the US. I had massive plans for Thanksgiving for the first time in my life. I had massive plans for Thanksgiving this year, and unfortunately they fell through because of the weather.
Oh, no.
We all just came together and decided because it's going to be so hot, let's postpone it till we have cooler weather. But there you go.
David says thank you. Well, there you
And
go.
he does. You're welcome, David. I don't think I've had you in a chat before, David, but thank you very much for being here. So yeah, you guys, if there's anything that you would like to talk about, got any questions, anything on your mind, certainly feel free to let us know. But yeah, I was away for a little bit, and it was nice to just get away and relax for a bit, but I am back now. I've watched the latest episodes of How to Get Away with Murder. I've done a video for that. I'm going to try and get a video done for Riverdale as soon as I get a chance. I've been very busy today, and I'm going to be very busy again tomorrow. But yeah, I will get to that all of that as soon as I can. But as you can see now, case in point, impromptu live chats. Certainly making big comebacks. So if you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe and hit the notification button, because that way you'll always be advised when we do go live for these really fun, awesome chats.
So I have a question quickly before we read.
Yeah, go right ahead.
So my first question is, do you put a Christmas tree up in your household? And my second question is, how early is too early to put up a Christmas tree for anyone? What's your opinion on that?
I would love to get everyone's opinion. You've definitely asked the right person.
About this recently on Facebook, so that's why I'm asking.
You've definitely asked the right person this question, because my answer, I'm sure, will be different to everyone else's. And until about, I think it was a week or so ago, for at least 5 years, the Christmas tree remained where it was, decorated every day of the year. So it just never came down. It was never moved. And then we got to December and it was like, yay, the tree's already up. So that's here. But I've lived in a few places. When I lived when I was growing up, I should say, we would set up the tree on the 1st of December.
Okay. And what about the people that set it up beforehand? What's your opinion on those people?
I don't mind so much. I think it's more I love like Christmas, and certainly the I don't remember the word. The word has now escaped me. The secular side of Christmas. I really, really love the secular side of Christmas and getting into the spirit and all that. One year when I was much younger, I loved it so much that I started getting into the Christmas spirit in October. The problem with that was, by the time I got to like the 18th of December, I was over Christmas and it hadn't even come yet.
Definitely.
So I think I don't mind if people put up trees early or whatever early, as long as I don't see it until, look, I would say the earliest, the week before December, the earliest. But yeah, what about you?
Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know if we have a particular tradition. I know a lot of people put it up on the 1st of December. We're not really like overly caring about when it's up. Like, we're not specific like that.
Yeah.
But we bought a lot of our Christmas presents and got them all done and wrapped up just after October. So a few days ago, we just moved into a new house. So a few days ago, we decided to put the tree up because we had all of the presents in boxes, taking up cupboard space. We're like, you know what, let's just put the tree up and get the presents under there so they're just out of the way and under the tree, right?
Yeah.
And then you see a lot of people on Facebook recently going, oh, if you've put your tree up now, you're one of those weirdos. How dare you? It's the 1st of December. I mean, I think they're joking. Like, they're very specific about when to put up the tree.
Wow. So this is
posted. I think she was joking, but she posted today, oh, it's bad luck to put the tree up before the 1st of December and everything. She was joking, clearly, but it's like, yeah, a lot of people have a very specific idea of when these things should happen. And me, I'm so laid back. I don't care. It's like, man, I have my presents ready to go. I'm going to set my tree up. But it's just very odd. Like, I was just thinking about it, and I was like, is this like a real tradition? Like, are people very, very like traditional about these things? Because as I said, in my family, we just do it whenever. Like, I don't think it's like whatever. We don't care. But like, some people are very specific.
It's interesting. Like, you heard it here first. FNS Impromptu Live Chat. When you put up your Christmas decorations is an issue to some people. Look, we put it up on the 1st of December because when I was much younger, my mum bought this really beautiful, how would I say it? Sort of like if I say a plush bit of fabric, I know that doesn't make sense, but if I say that, a plush bit of fabric advent calendar. And so she would it's really gorgeous. If I can take a photo of it this year, I will.
That does not, yeah.
So because it starts on the 1st of December, that's why we put the decorations up on the 1st, so we can put there's a felt window that you put over the top, and you stick it in with pins, and you move it every day. So because it's on the 1st, we put everything up on the 1st so that we can work with the advent calendar. But otherwise, I don't think it really would matter when it goes up. But Hey, you guys may disagree.
Some people are very, very traditional with things like Christmas. To me, my family, we're all laid back. We don't really care, whatever. Goes up when it goes up, whatever. And there are people that make a very specific, like, oh, everybody should come over and we'll have a big gathering to do the tree.
Really?
Yeah, people do it, and
Oh God.
I'm just like, Mum, it's time to put the
Okay.
tree up. It's done.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, there you go. All right, let's get to some of your questions, but definitely we're going to keep the topic of Christmas alive because now's the time to discuss it. We've spoke about the term being a plum on comment below and let me know before. And if you don't know what it means to be an individual. So you know what? Those people who say you got to wait till December, we'll talk about it in November. That's totally fine. So Annabelle Foster is talking about Thanksgiving. She says, what meal are you most excited to have as a Thanksgiving treat? Well, Annabelle Foster, we'd already planned that we weren't going to do a turkey because of the fact that it is summer over here. Another part of the discussion when we said we were going to delay it to cooler weather is we sort of said maybe we should plan it for when we're in the same season as America. So we said we will go with chicken in the end, which may sound lame, but at least it's something. But I was most looking forward to making, and I was going to definitely do this, my own pumpkin pie. I was definitely looking forward to making a pumpkin pie, traditional American one.
Can you, just a question, can you actually get pumpkin puree or whatever you call it in a can or a tin in Australia?
I don't know if you can get it at a local supermarket, but I use there's a website online and they have the place here in somewhere in Victoria. They're called USA Foods, and on the USA Foods website there is a pumpkin, like what you just said, that in a can.
Yeah, puree or whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever.
pure or whatever. Yeah, so I actually purchased that on their website, so I was definitely going to use that. Like, I wanted to. Part of me thought, oh, I should make this from scratch, and then I went, you know what? Because of how hot it is, I'll get the pumpkin puree thingy or whatever it is. I'll buy a base and just bung it together.
Definitely, definitely. Why not? I know that because my stepmom is American. I think today she posted on Facebook that she was looking for a pumpkin pie or something. I don't know if
Okay.
she's been posting every day of this month,
Yeah.
what she's thankful for every single day.
Oh,
Um,
wonderful.
so I don't know if she was planning to do a little Thanksgiving just mini thing with my dad, but yeah, I guess some people in Australia get into it. Why not?
Well, I definitely recommend the USA Foods. For some of you who have been around with us for a while now, back in the day, I did this thing where I tried American foods. The majority of the foods that I tried came from this USA Foods site. I definitely recommend them. If you live in Australia, very easy to deal with, and the cost is really good
I think I
too.
might have ordered off there once before as well.
Oh, there
Some of
you go.
some chocolates and candies for my stepmom, and there was yeah, some soda and stuff as well. So
Yeah, nice. Yeah, to answer your question, I was looking forward to the pumpkin pie, and I was planning on littering the table with things that may not even connect to Thanksgiving, but things like candy corn, and there's little pumpkin candies you can get, and I was going to litter the table with that too.
things, I guess.
Yeah, little knickknacks. Okay. President A says, what I was told, this was about The Biggest Loser, was the person was a flight attendant when they did an overseas trip. The losers were rude. They stuffed their faces, putting back on the way, only to drink liters of water to put it off.
Look,
Yeah.
President A, like I don't know. It's maybe not like that with every all of the Biggest Loser shows. I know that some contestants have said that it's not exactly a healthy environment. You don't know because you don't know what goes on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Exactly right. I used to love Biggest Loser back in the day. I was a big, what's her name, Jillian Michaels fan back in the day. And then they brought this Michelle person in.
I don't know, but did Jillian ever do the Australian one, or was she just on American?
I thought she did the first Australian one, but I could be wrong.
No, she might have. Yeah, but I don't like Michelle Bridges or
Yeah. No, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, no, I don't either. So yeah, I had a lot of love for Gillian, and I liked Bob too, the male from America. But yeah, gosh, that was back in the day. I don't remember when the first Biggest Loser was on, but that was a while ago. So David says, we don't have Thanksgiving in England, but I can pretend. Nice, David.
Of course, anybody can get into it.
Yeah. No, see, what I like obviously, some people, certainly in Australia, I find it interesting, we've adopted Halloween. But when I would talk to people about Thanksgiving, because I've done it for many years now, spoken to people about it, and they say, oh, we can't do it, it's an American thing. Like, well, okay, I understand part of it is when you look at the pilgrims and the feast and all that, I get that. But in essence, what Thanksgiving is also about is being grateful and being thankful for
I
things. And
agree.
so
You
I
know
want to
what?
celebrate that side.
I still don't think Australia has completely adopted Halloween because I see so many people still saying, "Oh, it's American. How dare you do that? It's stupid."
Well,
American, if you look at the actual meaning of it, but okay.
for I am including this year yet to have a trick or treater arrive on my doorstep. It has not happened for me ever. So
My mum's cousin said that she had trick or treaters in her, where I don't know where she lives, but somewhere in Australia had trick or treaters, and I'm like, oh, where is this magical place?
exactly.
I'll go there for Halloween.
True. Me too. President A is saying that his, I'm guessing, tree is up already. It went up after the Christmas pageant. Okay, so it went up November 18th.
Ooh.
Awesome, President A. Good on
So
you.
whenever you want. That's okay. These people that are getting very, very specific about their tree going up times.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, to each their own. You know, but also, like, for me, I have to keep in mind, and I still say to each their own, like, you know, whenever you put up your tree, you put up your tree, like, who really cares? But because my mum's side of the family is Dutch, in Holland, and I was doing a lot more research on it recently, Christmas Day is not, the 25th of December is not such a big deal in Holland because they celebrate Sinterklaas on the 5th of December. So everything happens then.
In my family, because we have family members living in different states and stuff, and people are working, we don't always have Christmas on specifically Christmas Day either. It's kind of like whenever we can get everyone together at the
I like
same
that.
time. And I specifically identify as Christian anyway, so it's not like I go by that. It's like whatever. I think it's more like it's a time to give presents or whatever, hang out with family, have some time together.
Exactly.
It's cool. So
yeah. No, exactly right. No, I do Christmas with Mum on Christmas Day, and with Dad's side of the family, we actually celebrate on Boxing Day.
I used to do that too when I was growing up with the mum-dad split Christmas Day thing.
Yep.
Fun.
It almost, in a way, for me, especially growing up, made it easier rather than going, okay, Mum, Dad, whatever. Because I think everyone knows my mum and dad divorced, if you didn't know, when I was 7. So I grew up with that and I just got used to it very early on. So at the beginning, it was shared on the day, on the 25th. But oh my gosh, it was like, get up, rush, rush, do this, go here, go there, go there.
Terrible, isn't it? My family used to do that too because my parents I was about 2. So
ridiculous. We're doing it this way, splitting it over the 2 days. Gosh, it makes it so much easier.
Definitely easier. And now my family, so it's obviously, you split it over the 2 days with your family, with my family. It's funny because my parents are divorced and my dad's remarried. And this Christmas, we're all having Christmas together. My mum, my dad, my
sister. Lovely.
Because we all get on now. It's all good.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's so good.
We're a weird little dysfunctional, but sort of functioning family. We're kind of the odd family, but we work it. It's cool.
Love that. That's beautiful.
It's kind of nice. It's good. Like, we do it our way.
Good. So President A says it's a tradition. So setting up the tree on November 18 is a tradition he's had since he was young. The tree goes up the same day as the Christmas pageant. Now, I must admit, President A, I don't exactly know about the Christmas pageant. So if you'd like to educate us, I'm glad I'm not alone on that. If you'd like to educate us, feel free to do so. But yeah, it's certainly something that
but I'm not exactly sure what the Christmas pageant is, so sorry about that. But yeah, let us know.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, let us know. So yeah, but certainly the Christmas season is not too far away. Oh, I will say one thing I don't like when it comes to Christmas: the countdown.
The countdown.
No matter where you go, the countdown. No matter where you go, the countdown is on. And I'll explain. On Facebook, you'll get something that says, "Do you know in 3 months it's Christmas?"
Oh yeah.
Or whatever. Or
5 sleeps away, 7 sleeps away, 300 sleeps away.
it's like, oh my god, I don't need that stress. And what surprises me, and if you don't know this, check it out next year because it's definitely the case. The day after Easter, there's Christmas stuff in the shops.
Really? So you can start early.
You can.
I've decided now because my birthday is in the start of October. That's a really good time. After my birthdays happen, it's a really good time to then start with the Christmas stuff. Like
Oh,
stuff like that.
I like that.
Yeah, because that's what we do here. And like, guys, I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but like, online shopping is the way. I honestly think it's the way to go. We ordered every single present for every single family member except a few little bits online. And then there was a
Fantastic.
point in time we were getting packages like every day, and then the man that comes to the door is like, "Oh, hello," it's because he was like Asian. He was like, "Hello," and like, "I've got another package for you." Yeah. I mean, I don't know how we came across because one of them was really easy, but
Yeah.
that's how we got it all ready and done. Some people haven't even done Christmas shopping yet. I don't think you have. Much?
I know. Well, I've done some of it, but I certainly have not done the majority. But the plan is to get it done within the next fortnight. But I keep saying that to myself, though.
You
It's
said that a week ago. You said I'm planning to get it done by the
yeah,
end of the week. That was a week.
yeah.
Ago.
So I'm really hoping I get it done within the next fortnight because if I don't, I'm gonna go through the stress that I normally do, and I could have not even just thought about Christmas this whole time.
We'll just get on Francois' back every day. I'll help you out. I'll message you every day and be like, Christmas presents.
Good idea. Thank you.
I'll be your Christmas present cheerleader. I'll do it like enthusiastically though, so it pumps you up.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yay! Get it done now.
I would love that actually. Thank you. Oh goodness.
We'll be good.
It would be. So President A says it's the pageant. It's a pageant in Adelaide where Santa goes to his first shopping centre. Okay.
Okay, so I guess that's why we hadn't heard of it because it's
Yeah.
not in our areas.
Yeah.
Did you get a photo with Santa as a child, or was that not really a thing for you?
When I was really little, yes. But then it stopped, I think, pretty early on. The sad thing is, though, when I got to the age that it just didn't seem appropriate anymore, I started wanting to go and see Santa.
Oh.
So because I used to watch the Mara Wilson version of Miracle on 34th Street a lot. I was like, oh, I want to see Santa and talk to him and all this, and yeah, and then it just didn't happen anymore. What about you?
Yeah, I did the same thing up until a certain age. I think about 10, maybe 10 or 11. Maybe 10. I stopped. My brother and I, my older brother and I, used to get the typical every year Santa photo. I've got a few, maybe two of them somewhere in an album.
Nice.
Yeah, in horrible little 1990s, early 2000s children's clothing. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, they're good. We have a few photos, but obviously up to a certain point. They were fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, if you guys have stories about getting clothes with Santa or even stories about Christmas that you want to talk about, let us know. I mean, this is definitely a random chat. We can talk about anything, but we're on the topic of Christmas, If there's anything you want to discuss about Christmas, certainly let us know. President A says Christmas presents are done that I spread it out over a couple of months. Oh, it's probably a smart move. I haven't tried that.
Move.
Yeah. So I have a question for all of our listeners out there, and if you want to answer Sarah as well, certainly I'm happy to include you in this. How does one deal with the stress of Christmas? And if anyone comes back to me and says, "What stress?" I want to trade spots with you.
I will answer that. And you know what? It's even more so for me because I deal with chronic illness that I definitely need to try and avoid stress during these times, right? But
Yeah.
actually, what I found is that within my family, we've sort of delegated,
Mm-hmm.
especially for like the actual day. We're having it at my place, but we've sort of delegated. You know, my family's pretty easygoing, so like you know, my dad and stepmom were like, "Well, we'll bring some food," so they're going to bring half the food. We're going to do half the food. It's pretty chilled out actually. And what I figure is to deal with the stress. I mean, it depends on your family, but like I guess you need to try and not have too many expectations of it being perfect and all these specific expectations about things. I think that's why people get so stressed is because they're very specific about how things should be.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
know sometimes you can't control that because sometimes you're going by family members' wishes or like you know you've got to go by what this person wants or you know whatever. Um, so you don't
That's true.
really have a say. You kind of just got to go along with things and just you know. But yeah, I just figure just keep it easy. Try and get your presents done. You know, if you're, which I know you haven't gotten to, but for next year, Francois,
Yes.
I'll
Finished
remind you. I'll be like, it's my birthday. I'll be like, don't say happy birthday. Well, you can, but
it.
I'm telling you so that you can start your presents now.
Oh, yay. I
um,
like that idea.
with my family as well, is that we don't, we kind of just ask people what they want, which I know that some people don't like that because they're like, oh, it takes the surprise out of it. But we don't care because it's like we'd rather get something we want than something we don't want, right?
Yeah. True.
Or maybe it's
True.
me. My family's very laid back, but like nowadays. But
No, I agree with that. Like,
let's try and take the
I,
seriousness out of it and remember, like, you don't need to stress about it. Just you know, take it.
I exactly right. Yeah, just enjoy it.
You know, get little
Um,
things done. Delegate. Delegating is always good. You know, write a list and be like, okay, I need you to do this, and I need you to do this, and I'm going to do this, and you know, that works
yeah,
too.
exactly, exactly. What was I going to say?
Are you feeling stressed about Christmas, Francois?
Yes, I am
Your notepad
actually.
out, just writing some tips down, like okay.
Uh, no, well, I was just thinking. It's funny in my family we nowadays because it was much different when I was younger. It was the surprise element became a really big deal. So it was like go out, get something that you think will be great to get the person. Now I do want to make the statement right away that if I had a Christmas without presents, I wouldn't so much care because to me I enjoy the spirit of Christmas. But you talk about the presents because it's the norm.
But you know what?
Um,
I think that I enjoy getting presents. I'm not going to lie about that. I don't think that
yeah,
makes me a bad person, but like I enjoy
yeah,
giving presents.
yeah,
I enjoy giving personalized presents that I know people will actually like because A, they've spoken about it, or B, they've used
yes.
that product before, or whatever it might be. And then it's kind
Mm.
of like, they're really going to like that, you know? I know that
Yeah.
it's
You
hard
see,
when you
that's
don't
good.
know. You know what is stressful? When you don't know the person well enough to know what
Yeah.
they would want, that's where I stress out. And so I get that. Totally.
So it's interesting. We've done something to deal with that stress, which I'm so happy about. On mum's side, we buy presents like you normally would. On dad's side, we do KK, which yeah, Kris Kringles. Sorry, yeah.
Do you
Um,
know what it is?
yeah, should I explain it?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, KK, Kris Kringle, Secret Santa, call it what you will, is where you do your own version of putting everyone who's involved their name in a hat, but do it however you want to do it. And then everyone pulls out a name and they get a gift for that person. So everyone gets a gift.
And usually there's a like a price limit as well for a lot of people.
Yes,
Like a
that's true.
$30 or under, or like whatever for whoever.
Yeah, yeah, there's a limit, just so that at the end of the day, one person doesn't get Post-its and another person gets a really nice something expensive.
Something
Yeah.
expensive.
So we did KK. We've done KK on Dad's side for a very long time, and at the beginning, it was literally you get the name of the person, you go and buy the gift. They've changed that now for the past. I think it's been like 4 years now, which I do love. And so what happens is once you have your KK, you send to the Secret Santa organizer, which is my cousin. She's really good at what she does. What you want, you write down 3 things that you want, and then everyone ends up getting the 3-item list of the person they have.
That's really helpful, actually.
Yeah, it's like okay, I'll just pick one of these and we're good.
Yeah.
Everyone's
And,
happy.
it takes the stress out of it. It's like, I don't know what to buy this person. And then you end up turning to generic gift ideas like, oh, it's a female. I'll just buy them a candle and some girl things. Like, that's
Exactly.
terrible. And, like, obviously you want to get things that they are specifically going to like and use.
I can't help but laugh because on my wish list is going to be candles.
Yeah, but if you want candles, I want candles all the time too.
Yeah.
Right. Candles are great, especially if you're at like, Wiccan, or if you just love candles.
Yeah, I do. Me and candles are like stereotypically women and shoes. I love
I
candles.
got a giant candle from Kmart the other day. It's called dark rose scented. It's a 3-wick candle.
Oh,
Delicious smelling.
nice.
So relaxing. So I get it. Candles
Very nice.
alluring. They're magical.
So yeah, I'm gonna tell on my wish list. I'm gonna say candles. Go nuts, get what you want, but candles will work for me. Where with my mum, I'm gonna go to what I call a candle store because it's special to me. You've heard of Dusk?
Oh yes, dusk. Yeah.
But I love Dusk. And so yeah, I'm gonna go with my mum to Dusk and get some candly things. But yeah, so that's on that side we do a wish list, but on mum's side, we've now, because the kids are grown up and all that, we now just say, okay, what would you like?
Yeah.
Just to make it easier.
I mean, like with my family, there's not a whole lot of us. There's like me and my mum are kind of sounds weird, but we're kind of like a couple. Not
Aww.
like the fact that we live together and everything. We're kind of like a team, right?
Yeah.
Any presents that we sort out is usually from mum and I. Then my dad's obviously going to be any presents that they do are going to be from my dad and stepmom combined.
Yeah.
So it kind of works out that way. My brother and his girlfriend usually do presents combined, and my other younger brother, my dad sorts out presents from him. So I think it
Nice.
smoothly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works out pretty smoothly. And I mean, my dad didn't give me any gift ideas this year. Neither did my stepmom, but I know them well enough to know what they want, and I picked out some pretty cool presents. So
Oh
I
wow.
know them well enough to sort of, for the most part, figure out what they want.
Yeah.
But then it's like my brother, my older brother. He's terrible. He's like, he works full time. He's very specific about the things he wants and needs. So like, it's kind of like, what do you buy someone who has everything they need already?
Yeah.
And he's terrible. And like the whole, as you said, like people will just give the ideas of what they want. He's terrible with that. He's like, I don't know what I want. Oh no, help me.
Yeah, Exactly. Well, I have to say this, and I can get away with saying this because I don't think my sister listens to my channel, but last year we kept asking my sister what she wanted for Christmas, and she said nothing. My mum got her a keepsake, because mum always gets a keepsake for everyone every year, which is nice, and a bag of treats. Everyone gets a little $4-3 bag of treats, but nothing else. And anyway, my sister said, "Oh, why didn't I get anything else?" And mum said, "Because you said nothing." So she's learnt now to say something. But yeah, gosh, that must be hard when you're not told.
No, no, it's very, very hard. Usually with him, we end up giving him money because
Yeah,
you know, he
always good.
he lives independent. He lives on his own with his partner of 4 or 5 years, and
Yep,
money's always good. They have particular, he works in retail and stuff, and he's got particular brands of clothing. He's very well dressed. He's got particular brands of clothing he likes and stuff, and
right.
I'm like, here, just have some money if there's something you need or want or whatever, you can sort it out.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. No,
I mean,
that
it's not that
works.
we don't always want to just hand some money over. It's nice to actually
Well,
hand a present to
well,
open.
well, that's what I actually wanted to ask you guys. If you're listening, what's your thought on giving money to someone for Christmas? Now, I ask this because I've asked people in the past to just give me money, but I've done it in the nicest possible way, saying,
Mm,
"Look, honestly, I would prefer if you give me money because I can put it towards
yeah,
X, Y, Z."
yeah.
But the response I continue to get, at least from the majority of people, will be, "Oh no, I don't do that. I don't give money." So yeah, I just want to know what everyone else's thought is on that.
For me, I think, I mean, when if every year you're saying just give me money, it kind of takes it away. But if you just randomly one year
Hmm.
say, look, I would like some money because it could go to, like, for my birthday, I
Mhm.
said to Dad, I'd like some money because I'd like to get a tattoo and I can't afford it on my
Yeah.
own. So I'd like to put money towards it. He's like,
Mhm.
yeah, sure, that's cool. You know, so he
Wonderful.
money. If I asked Mum for money for Christmas, she'd be like, okay, I'll give you money, but then she'll still go buy a few little for me
Knickknacks.
anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
Yeah.
that was the case, so that I had a few little things to actually open physically. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, as I said, if it was every year that I was asking for money, my family would probably get over it and be like, no. But for one year, I don't think that's a problem. I personally, but as I said, my family's pretty laid back with stuff like that. But I guess it depends.
Well,
Some
that's
people
fair.
are more traditional and want to actually buy specific presents for you to open.
Definitely.
So,
I understand that.
mm,
It's interesting that you bring up, that you would at least have something to open.
oh yeah,
One year, we weren't doing really well, like at all financially, in my family. Growing up with single mom, she was out of work. It was a tough time.
I get that.
And mum was wondering how me and my sister would cope with Christmas and, not having anything to open. She was wondering what to do.
Mm.
Now, she ended up doing something that worked for us. I don't know if it will work these days for kids, but we loved it. Mum ended up wrapping up all of our school things. So she wrapped up our pencil cases, wrapped up the pens, wrapped up the books, wrapped all that. So we had stuff to open on the day.
So, like,
And
at least it's some. You know what? That's actually really touching hearing that, to be honest, because
yeah,
so many families that struggle financially and I wonder, and there are so many, and it's horrible to hear about it. I mean, not that people
yeah,
have to do Christmas.
no,
There's all that says you have to do it and that you have to, but people like doing it, and there are so many, actually struggling that feel
yeah,
so sad that they can't provide for their children for Christmas.
yeah,
And it's like, look, kids are pretty resilient. Hopefully, they're not complete brats that are going to be horrible if they don't get an abundance of presents. But it's like,
yeah,
any little thing. If my mum couldn't afford presents, she'd go out and buy like really cheap, like, shower gels and like soaps and stuff because she's that kind of
yeah,
well, and be like, what, everybody needs soap and stuff like that,
exactly.
you know. And
Yeah,
It's just good because it's still something to open, and a pack of lollies or something, like whatever, it's something to open. Be a bit,
Exactly. Yeah.
So
And
I think that's touching that your mum did that.
yeah, me too. And I think like that's the thing we when I say we, as a generalization in westernized culture, we've become so materialistic that, you know, the idea of, for some people, of unwrapping a Christmas present to find a pencil case inside is totally beyond it. Where I think for me and my sister, Mum had warned us you won't get anything for Christmas for a long time. So the fact that we had some things to open, yeah, exactly, was massive.
And
So
practical presents are just as good.
Yeah.
Presents.
Yeah.
Like, in my family that are like, do you need underwear? I'll buy you underwear. And you're thinking that's a bit weird. But it's not. It's still practical.
No. Exactly right. Completely agree with you. I have the same situation with a member of my family at the moment. But so completely agree. Let's jump to some comments very quickly while we have a moment. President A says he'd rather give presents than receive. Yeah, I completely agree. Like you said earlier, and I agree. I'm happy to like receive a present. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm Mother Teresa, but at the same time, especially if I like go out and buy something special, I love seeing the look on the person's face when they open it and all that. The gift of giving. Yeah. President A says that's what my parents do. If it goes towards something, I want them to give me money as well as small presents. Yeah. So it makes sense. But I agree also with what you were saying earlier as well. I'm not saying President A is saying this, but as you said, Sarah, if you do it once in a while, totally fine.
I think that's totally fine.
Yeah. And also, President A says, my parents have been in that situation, Francois. I was happy with anything I got. Yeah, so you get it, President A. Yeah.
You know what I also really love? Gag presents. Like you kind of like joke presents. So for example, I said to my younger brother, and he's a bit weird, and I said, what do you want for Christmas? And he's like, a snake. A pet snake. Yeah, I'm gonna totally buy you a pet snake. Sure.
Totally.
So Mum thought it'd be funny to just get him like snake lollies or like a snake and give it to him. Like I love gag presents. They're funny.
Yeah, I completely agree. I remember one year, my sister asked me what I wanted, and I had no idea. So I just said to her, as a kid, I want a big present. So anyway, she went out. She bought I don't know, like the best way to say it, I don't know if it's sold everywhere, but do you know what I mean when I say a 4-pen?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know if anyone else knows, but those pens where in one you have blue, red, whatever, black.
Clicky pen things with the 4 different colors.
Yeah, the clicky ones. Yeah. So she went out and bought that, wrapped it up, put it in a shoebox, wrapped up the shoebox, put the shoebox into a what do you call a box? A box that you pack in stuff if you're moving house, and then wrap that up and put it under the tree.
Love it. Your poor Ashley, that's a little bit sad though, because your little face would have been like, yeah, big present. And then you open it.
Yeah. At the time, it was, very weird. And of course, like, we were raised to be grateful for what you receive. So it was a struggle of conscience to go, oh, it's thank you so much.
I really wanted this pen.
Exactly. But yeah, there you go. So anyone else have anything they want to say? I'm thinking we may sort of wrap up soon. How are you going over there, Sarah?
I'm good. We can wrap up whenever you want. We've been talking about Christmas for a while because not many people are talking, which is totally fine. Like we did a bit early.
That's true.
That's fine. It is a ramble chat, so we're just rambling.
We have been. Very true. Yeah.
we shall wrap this up whenever.
Then we shall. Yeah. So what else is going on? Anything?
One or anything? I don't know. Not really. No, I don't know. Kind of chilling out. This whole
Yeah.
marriage equality stuff. Australia's like, okay, that was intense.
Yep.
Now have a bit of a breather.
I was talking to my sister actually not long ago today, and we haven't spoken since that happened. No reason, just the way it is. But she was really happy. As I've said to you guys, I've been quite vocal about it. My sister has supported me 100% with being gay. And she really wanted this whole thing to go through for me. So she sent me a message on the day congratulating me. We spoke today and she said, would you believe it? I got to work so late. I left my house on time, and then I got to a certain. She got to a certain street, like a normal standard busy street. But the reason that everyone was trapped in sort of like peak hour sort of traffic situation, and it wasn't peak hour, was because there were men and women dancing on the road in the street, blocking traffic
Oh yeah,
because they were so happy.
celebration.
But so yeah, I don't know if they're going to actually put the law, change the law by Christmas or not. And there have been people who have been saying to me, "I'm so sorry if it doesn't happen before Christmas." But my response to them is, look, I would be shocked if it didn't happen, because then you have to say what a waste of money to do this, get a yes, and then say no. So I'm thinking it will be a yes. I could be wrong, but if it is not a yes, but that the law will change. But with that in mind, if the law changes even early next year, as long as the law changes, that's my thought at this stage.
I personally can't see it happening before Christmas. Maybe that's
Yeah.
my dick or something. It just hasn't happened yet. So
Yeah, no, I agree.
if it's happening, there's nothing that really points me in the direction of thinking that it's going to happen by Christmas.
Yeah, yeah.
As I
You
said,
never know. Could be a.
whenever it
I
happens,
almost said it could be a Hanukkah miracle. It could be a Christmas miracle. You never know. I am not Jewish. I love the Jews, but I'm not Jewish people. Anyway, I would love to try and celebrate all the different Christmases though 1 year, like Greek Orthodox, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Just celebrate them all and see what.
Francis, I think you would definitely be stressed out if you tried to do that.
Probably, actually, that's a good point.
Let's just stick to Thanksgiving and Christmas. I think that's enough.
I think you make a good point there. President A says that he says, I've wrapped the biggest box which was empty I could find and put it under the tree, only to surprise them with a swing set outside. Oh, how lovely.
That's really cool.
Love that. So the person's like, oh, I got nothing. Go outside. That would be awesome. Christmas car. I love it. From the OC. Good one, President A. Yeah. From the OC. I used to watch that. It's a long time ago too.
I actually started.
Go ahead. You what?
I started watching the OC recently again.
Oh,
to
did
be
you?
honest.
Oh, fantastic.
I don't know why.
Good on you. Yeah, that's great. I used to love that show. It was a guilty pleasure back in the day. I was actually going to say, speaking of shows like that, have you been watching any more Secret Life, Sarah, of the American Teenager, in case anyone's wondering?
Not yet. I haven't gotten back into. I was watching it intensely for a little bit there, and then I just felt like I wasn't in the mood for it anymore, and gave it a break. And
fair enough.
Try and get back to it eventually, but
it's a good show in small doses.
It is a good show. It is, but it's also very like, oh my god, is this, like really? After a little while, it's a bit like that. It's like, oh my gosh, so much drama. They say the word sex and pregnancy and marriage.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. God. Speaking of which, you guys, I know I've said in a few videos that I'm going to watch Stranger Things, but I actually finally did my research yesterday and found out that season 2 of Stranger Things has already finished for the year. So I don't know if it's worth getting into it since it's already over. Like season 2 is done. So I
We
don't.
have to do a lot of catching up.
Yeah, I would. But I
Oh,
will say that I am definitely going to stick to my plan during the AHS off season and watch American Horror Story Coven. That's definitely
yeah.
happening. Yep. I'm very excited. I have seen, I think, the first 5 minutes of the first episode, and I liked that. But yeah, I was very impressed with how American Horror Story Cult ended. It ended really well. And despite the fact that Coven is an earlier season, I like what they tried to do in American Horror Story. So I've come around to the idea of what it's about.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I think the other day to you,
Mhm.
Coven. I mean, obviously it's based around Coven, it's witches and stuff,
Yeah, yeah,
craft and all that. But obviously it is different to what you've watched in relation to that kind of stuff before. It is a bit darker. It is a bit weirder.
yeah,
It's quite
yep.
interesting. They threw a bit of history in there as well.
Hmm.
That would have
True.
started back in the 1900s or something. Um,
Something like that.
Up some of these people, and they're actually based on real people. Like I'm not going to tell you too much, but like there's
Yeah.
some history in there.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a bit dark, but you might find it interesting. Either way, I'd still like to get your take on it, what you think
Yeah,
about it.
definitely. Now I'm looking forward to watching it.
I'm gonna put a trigger warning out there. The first episode is a bit intense, or I found it intense.
Okay. Yep.
Um, certain scenes,
Thank you.
but just keep with it, and it will calm down a bit.
Good
Okay.
to know.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's all I'll say.
No, but I'm definitely looking forward to it, and things are really calming down. Like Riverdale will continue, but everything else is really calming down at the moment. So
Show
yeah,
wise, yeah.
exactly. Now I do have to ask you this though. Now I don't think you watch How to Get Away with Murder. No, but I have a question. Something came up in How to Get Away with Murder, and it caused a scandal because it happened. So you don't need to know the show to answer the question I'm about to ask you. I want to ask you if you would find this controversial. A
Okay.
scene occurred where a woman became unconscious, and while she was unconscious, a baby came out of her. She was pregnant.
Hmm.
She was trapped in an elevator, like the bars were across the elevator, so there was no way to literally get into her. Another woman pulls the baby out through the railing and tries resuscitating it and bringing it back to life. It was done really dramatically. Having
Hmm.
something like this in a TV show, is that too over the top?
Personally, no.
I didn't
Look,
think so either.
I get that subjects like that might trigger people, and I've seen a lot of people get triggered by things like that because obviously experiences. However, I would say it's television. It's
Yeah,
entertainment factor.
yeah,
Some situations on TV are based on real life. That's the
yeah,
point.
yeah,
And get angry and go, oh, that's too much. Like it's television. Nothing is too much. I mean, yes,
exactly.
there are things where you're like, whoa, that's a bit intense. And if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. But I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to say, oh, that's too much. They shouldn't do that. I mean, no, there's no rule that says they shouldn't do that.
Sorry.
No, if it's so much that there needs to be a rating or a warning on it, they'll do that because they have to
Yes,
do that
exactly.
with that function.
Yep.
No rule that says they can't put these subjects in TV.
Yeah. And I
But unfortunately, I mean, people
and
say that with
one thing I found very interesting was the majority of people that I'd heard from saying that it was a scandal. watch American Horror Story and don't find anything wrong with it. And I was watching this scene with How to Get Away with Murder going, hang on, this is nothing compared to...
It's called How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah, exactly.
Freaking out over a scene with a
Yeah.
baby.
Exactly.
I mean, they'll probably happily watch a slasher film or whatever and go, oh, that's okay, but I'm going to flip out about a baby.
Yeah, that's my point.
It's a horrible, horrible thing. That upon anyone to be in that situation. Of course not.
No.
It's
Yeah.
TV. You know, like...
Exactly.
We're on the same page.
Okay, so just quickly, Skylar's here saying hi. She's still getting her sisters ready for school, but hi.
Hi.
Hi, Skylar. Just so you know, we are going to be heading off quite soon, but you can certainly listen back. Great to have you here, though. And hi to your sisters. I hope they have a wonderful day at school. That's right, because school is still going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny when you're out of school how things like holidays and all that, at least for me, they just creep up on me because I have like younger nieces and I still go, oh wow, it's holidays. Where
Yeah,
did that
like
come from?
randomly I have a cousin, you know, one of my something go, oh, or someone random go, oh, it's school holidays, and I'm like, really?
Exactly.
I'm now an adult with no children.
And it's Skylar says, oh, it's Wednesday here. Yeah, that's actually a very good point. I thought that the school may have concluded for the term or for the semester, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, because in Australia, obviously the seasons are different. So our summer holidays are something so wrong there. When do our summer holidays start? Is it December? I have no
Yeah. December is when summer starts, so.
The correct statement is our summer holidays are the longest out of all of them. So at least when I was in school, it may have changed now, but we would get 2 weeks holidays for the other ones, but the summer holiday would be quite long.
Yeah, it's like 2 months or like a few months or something. You actually get pretty much maybe middle of. It depends on what state you're in as well, because
That's a good point too.
also conclude at different times. I know that for sure.
No, that's
Yeah, December, depending on where you are, and then you start at like the start of January, don't you?
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe.
Starting January. Yeah. Well, it's
Depends on
according to my state in Victoria, the summer holiday starts on the 23rd of December. So that's like right at Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
That's
pretty
what I
big.
thought. Like, and stay.
And yeah. Sorry?
Sydney school holidays. Let's see.
And while you're looking that up, I'll just say to everyone, so for Victoria, it said 23rd of December 2017 to the 29th of January 2018. So that's...
In Sydney, it's 18th of December.
Yeah?
Start, and it ends on the 29th of January.
So you actually have longer holidays in Sydney than we do.
Correct, yes. It says school holiday dates.
There you go. Wow.
Sydney.com, so that's on the website that it's on. There you go.
There you go. Good to know. Yeah, so you're on the Monday and we are on the, excuse me, on the Saturday. Oh, okay, yeah, so you have a week, basically, more than us. So you guys start on the Monday the 18th. We have that week still at school.
Yeah.
And then we do our holidays. Yeah, I do find it weird though that in Victoria they start the holidays like 2 days before Christmas.
I know, it's like, you know,
There
there are parents that really need that week to kind of just relax and not have to get their kids to school. And the funny thing is that sometimes kids don't even turn up anyway because it's like, well, it's Christmas time. We're not going to
Yeah,
the last few days. And
exactly. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Skylar's bringing up Thanksgiving. We spoke about that earlier, but yeah, absolutely. She says Thanksgiving is tomorrow. So excited. Turkey, pork, potato salad, tuna salad, rice. Oh my god, pumpkin pie.
Oh my god. No, I like the sound of the potato salad, to be honest.
Oh, you know what? That works. If I knew potato salad was part of it, I would have put that on the menu because that'd be perfect for this weather.
Love it.
Yeah, I mean, I love potato salad in general, yeah. But, yeah, I'm not a real big fan of salad, I must say. But I prefer veggies to salad. But I must say, I love my potato salad.
Pasta.
I love my pasta in general. So it almost goes without saying I love my pasta salad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't like salad. Oh, wait, and I love my Caesar salad. I could live on Caesar salad. But otherwise, I just don't like
carbs. You just like the carbness.
salad.
Potatoes, pasta, give me croutons.
Exactly. Such a healthy diet. Yeah. Welcome to comment below and let you know. We'll tell you how not to eat. And Skylar says she's still in the Christmas shopping process. Yeah, so Sarah's pretty much done.
Well done. I've got one finished.
Well done. So good. But yeah, I'm with you, Skylar. I'm still in the process. I can say in the process on a technicality, I think I have 4 things.
Process. Yeah,
It's a start.
Yeah,
but
I'm usually not this prepared and ahead of time either. I'm usually the same as you guys, still figuring it out now. But
yeah.
you know, we just happen to be earlier this year with it all, so
Yeah. Well done. All right. So, if anyone wants to say any last couple of things, we've got some people here, which is quite lovely. We're going to be wrapping this up in about 5 minutes. Just because it is getting later in Australia. But yeah, if there's anything you want to add, feel free to do so. Is there anything you would like to say, Sarah?
Maybe I don't have much to say. We've been already.
Well, I would like to give a big shout out to Vanilla Coke.
Oh my goodness, it would not be. Comment below and let me know about Vanilla Coke.
Vanilla Coke. I tell you, the day that it happens, we have to remain positive, people. The day they sponsor me is the day that it becomes known as Vanilla Coke Presents. Comment below and let me know, or Vanilla Coke's comment below and let me know, something like that. But yeah, we'll have to see. Where are we? Skylar says, Angels and I are exchanging gifts, and it's funny because she was like, I think we should get matching chocolate pop shirts. And I'm like, no, don't get it. I don't know what a pop shirt is, but that's really
I'm not sure either.
Because I already had got it, so that got spoiled. Oh.
Yeah, what pop shirt? Please let us know because I'm not sure.
I'm intrigued.
But yes, I got my last presents that I got the other day were actually for my buddy over here, Francois. And yeah, that was my last stuff that I needed to do. I just needed to send it to him, and then
It's so special with gifts in general, and I'm getting a Christmas present.
Yeah. From some of the comment below and let me know, family.
It's a really surprise to me, I have to say, and yeah, like I'll just get things randomly that come through in the mail, going, oh my gosh, I got something else from a comment below and let me know it. But yeah, you guys are fantastic. But yeah, no, we're definitely like Skylar says with Angels, Sarah and I are swapping presents this year, which is going to be really fun.
Was this year because we didn't know each other last Christmas?
That's a good point. Yes. Nope.
Didn't know who he was at all. Who is this guy?
Yeah, exactly. Now it's like almost couldn't imagine life without her, I have to say.
And do these live chats with you. Nobody, just me.
Yeah, exactly. No, speaking of gifts and America, I will bring up some very quickly. I was watching an episode of American Shark Tank not so long ago, and I saw something that would be so perfect for my mum and for a friend of mine that they both have a disability, and it was this washing hamper, like where you put your clothes in before it goes in the machine. And the great thing about it is it's quite tall, so you can fit a lot in it. But it's the inside is elasticy, so it's retractable. So rather than having to reach all the way into the hamper to get your clothes, when you lift up some of the clothes, the inside of the hamper raises, so you never have to bend over.
That's like I would totally use that, and so would my mum because we both live with disabilities too.
So awesome. So I wrote to them on their Facebook page. I'm going to be very specific. October 13, I'll tell you how I was specific in a moment. And I got a response from them 2 days ago saying to me, "We are so sorry." Because I said to them, first of all, do you deliver in Australia? Because I couldn't tell on the website if they did. And there are quite a few products that come from America that I can't get shipped here for some reason or another. And also I wanted to know about the design because I saw a design on Shark Tank and I saw a different one that they were advertising. So anyway, if anyone wants this, it's called the Lifter Hamper, Lafter Hamper, Lifter Hamper. So feel free to have a look for it. Anyway, so the person writes back to me after over 2 months. Oh, 2 months? 1 month. Okay. Anyway, a while. Saying, so sorry, we haven't been checking our social media page. Please refer to the website. So they basically gave me no response at all. Like, oh, wonderful. I could really do with this, but okay.
I mean, I suppose on websites that sell things, they usually tell you, you know, if you're able to order to your country.
Yep.
Stuff by like, you know, you usually have to put in your country when you're going through checkout, and then it'll tell you. Or they have a facts section where you can like read the questions and answers about things like that.
Yeah, so I normally do it that way.
Them to just go, yes, we do, or no, we don't.
Yeah, you would think. Because yeah, that's what I normally do. I'll go to the shipping information or frequently asked questions, but there was none of that.
Nope.
Yeah, it's like okay. So yeah, so I love that. Skylar says, haha, I know, none of us knew each other. We're referring to last year.
We did not.
Yeah, no, how things changed. So just checking where we're up to. Yeah, so very true. And I'm so happy, like, to think back to that Pretty Little Liars day where I went, do I do it through a video? Don't I do it through a video? You know what? I'm just going to put it out there before the show ends. And suddenly here we are with comment below and let me know. It's just amazing. And when I look at like, and it's great like having you with me in the chat, Sarah, because you are definitely an OG. You've been around with me from, I would say, the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So you've seen it grow with me.
Pretty far back, yeah.
Yeah.
And I have, and what's great is not only like has the channel grown, and you know I've been able to join in, but like you know we've become friends, but other people have made friends with each other as well, which is really nice. Like so,
yeah,
everyone's been benefited, and you know people are happy to join in. It makes them happy. They've made friends. It's good.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. So yeah, I'll take a very selfless moment to thank YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. But yeah, like it's amazing what. Sorry.
YouTube.
Yeah, it's amazing what things like this can do. What I call a simple channel can create friendships and for the family give us international friendships that people we may never have known. It's been absolutely wonderful. Skylar says, "Oh, that's so cool." Oh, I'm guessing you're talking about the hamper. Okay, yeah, cool. I would use it because I'm a lazy girl. Terrible service. Sorry about that. But yeah, for me, same because I'm a little bit lazy at times, but I loved the design that I saw. So I thought I'm going to order one for my mum and one for my friend because they could use it for their disability. So for the actual function, and one for me because I like the look of it.
Yeah.
But yeah. And MC is here. Hi, MC. Just letting you know we are going to be stopping soon. Go ahead, Sarah.
Hi, MC. I'll read it out. MC said, "Hey, everyone. Sorry I couldn't be here earlier, but I wanted to say hi and say I hope you had a lovely few days away, Francois."
Oh, thank you, MC. Hi to you too, and I did. I had a great time away. I had a lot of got a lot of relaxing done, so it was fantastic. Thank you.
MC said, "Hi, Sarah," and Skylark, but then she got to Skylar. Stupid autocorrect. Yeah. My
Yeah.
phone actually always autocorrects Skylar to Skylab for some reason. So every time Skylab, like, what is Skylab from?
It's funny. So one time I would love to do a chat on autocorrect alone. The things that autocorrect comes up with, especially when it has nothing to do with anything at all that you're saying. And if you just go with autocorrect, it's just like, oh my god, what the heck? This doesn't make any sense.
Oh dear.
Goodness me. All right, my lovelies.
We're gonna
And
head off in a minute, yeah?
yeah, I think we will, as Sky says, same here on Skylab. And MC said, I would love that chat, Francois. You know what? I think it's something that would be a lot of fun to talk about autocorrect because there are times that autocorrect really pisses me off. There are times that I just find it really hilarious. It takes you through all the emotions. But yeah, it'd be certainly an interesting idea. All right, guys, I'm sending lots of love and light to you all. Before we do leave, I want to thank my wonderful co-host, who is definitely not my guest. She's definitely my co-host, Sarah. Thank you very much for being here. Great to be back with another S Impromptu Live Chat.
Yay!
Hey.
Good.
And
Sorry, guys, we were kind of rambling about Christmas for a long time, but it's okay.
so good. So what the Bamble chat is all about. So
Ramble, bamble, rambly chat.
exactly right. And I want to say thank you to everyone who came into the room to listen to this live. Thank you so much for your comments. So much fun. One of the greatest things about an impromptu live chat is that, as I said at the start, and I'll say it again at the end, just so we all know, there are two rules, and they are you guys can tell us what you want to talk about, or we're just going to ramble. And so it's a lot of fun. Yeah, we never know what's going to come up, and you guys always make it interesting. So thank you very, very much for coming along live. And if you're listening to this delayed, feel free to answer any of the questions in the chat below, or if you want to add anything, leave it in the comments section. I get back to everyone when I can. I have a few comments I still need to get back to on YouTube. I apologize about the delay. I'm still trying to catch up from when I went away. But yeah, thank you very much to everyone for coming, and thank you to everyone who supports. Comment below and let me know. My life has certainly changed ever since we started things with comment below and let me know. I'm just going to be any more grateful. Go ahead, Sarah.
Yeah, me too. I definitely agree on that part. My life has changed too, for the better. Like, it's been positive. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Yay. Okay, MC says, I'm so glad I made it for the last couple of minutes. Have a great day or night, everyone. I'm so glad you did too, MC. It's great to have you here. Yeah, I will always remember you, MC. thanks to you always telling me to hydrate.
Hydrate, Francois.
But it's always good to have you on when you can make it. So thank you very much for being here. And lots of love hearts from Sarah, which I love. Gosh, if you joined the Facebook group, you would have seen the live chat I did while I was away. And I love when people do love hearts.
To be honest, Francois, it's usually me just sitting there pressing the love heart reaction thing over and over so that lots of love hearts pop up. Like I'm literally just sitting there pressing it over and over.
And do you notice my reaction when they come up? I'm so
hearts.
I love them so much. So it makes my day. So feel free to keep doing that. Scarlett says group hug. Yep, group hug. Yay.
Yay.
And she'll see everyone on the page. Yay. And MC says, lol, I hope you've both been hydrating.
I don't know about Francois, but I have.
I have definitely been trying to with my vanilla Coke, but thank you very much, MC. I appreciate it. All right, guys. So wherever you are, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. As Skylar said earlier, Thanksgiving is coming up tomorrow for everyone in America. So if I don't speak to you guys before then through a video or a live chat, a very happy Thanksgiving, one and all. And yeah, I would say that yeah, I think the thing that I'm most grateful for, without a doubt, this year, and it's not just because I'm on here, but would definitely be comment below and let me know, because it has changed my life in ways that I never expected it would. So I'm grateful for you guys. Thank you so, so, so much. It's very much appreciated.
Okay.
Sorry?
Well.
Okay. All right, guys. We're out. I will see you all soon. Make love and not war, and give someone you love a hug today. Bye.
Bye.